Good evening. Welcome to my YouTube friends around the world. We're just settling in. I flipped the switch to go live stream. Nice to have you on board. If you're a newcomer to Upward Spiral Yoga, it's yoga for everybody. Tonight is Yin Yoga, the calmer, more peaceful variety. It's the kind of yoga we do to keep ourselves from losing our mind and helping to restore our sanity. Anyway, we've got maybe 2-3 more minutes on the back. You can be seated, of course, if you'd like. Just a couple moments to let the wavelengths of your mind settle and the movement of the heart recede a bit. In other words, just relax, take a load off. Good. We can start to breathe down from our belly button, diaphragmatic breathing. Boy, it's great to see people checking in from all over the world, not just the States, but other countries, other continents, other hemispheres. Welcome aboard. We're a group of like-minded people gathered for the common purpose, two or more gathered in the spirit of healing, restoring, and finding peace. It begins with stillness. Okay, good people around the world and locally, take a nice big inhale. Exhale, let it all go, release, drain your brain, empty out, make space for something new. If the closet is too full, you ain't putting no new shoes in there. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Circulate some feel good around your body. Take your arms back up over your head. Stretch out. Get a good stretch. That will release feel good, endogenous morphines into your body. We are definitely here to feel better. We'll feel everything better. Good. Draw your knees in. Roll around a little bit on your back. It's a little ritual way to get going. Great turnout of YouTube live streamers. If you're watching this recorded, this is October 16th, 2024, live streaming from Concord, California, just outside the Bay Area. Welcome aboard. We're just rolling around on our back. We're almost ready to sit up. In fact, let's sit up now. What do you say? So I usually like to start with something a little amusing or funny if I have anything like that. So on Monday, I was very emphatic. I very strongly taught joint juice, the style of yoga that I'm wildly passionate about. I think in 15 minutes, if you do joint juice with me, it's going to spread around the world. So I made this incredible viral video and I had a look at it, and my YouTube or my Wi-Fi was corrupted. And so it was a bunch of jerky movements, which I found to be incredibly ironic and hilarious. So, but I'm still into joint juice. And Wednesday is yin and restorative. But tonight, I'm going to re-emphasize just about 10 minutes of what joint juice is. I think you'll like it. To me, it's a perfect warm-up for yin yoga. Anyway, enough talking. I'm going to check my Wi-Fi speed, make sure I don't make another embarrassing mistake. Oh, I'll make plenty of those. Don't worry. Anyway, stand up if you would. And the kids are ready to go. Tonight I'm doing joint juice for 10 minutes. Can you move your body in a synchronized, intelligent way in 10 minutes to feel better and get some circulation? I believe you can. So I like to start with just wobbling side to side. Joint juice, it's actually a Sanskrit name, Vyayama. We break up stiffness, congestion in the body. Good. All right. That's done. Slack my arms, swing a couple of times. Normally I do it 8 times. If I'm in a hurry, I can do it 4 times. There's no particular universal agency that's watching your exact number is going to judge you harshly. 3, 2, 1. Okay, feet are hip distance apart. I'm just gonna noodle it. This is called noodling. It's called amber waves of grain. I presume I'm recording tonight and that I'm doing it at something other than Charlie Chaplin Keystone Cops Fidelity from 1926. 3. I'm going to prove to the world you can get your life going and be happy in just a couple minutes. Good. Feet together. Push your hands up on tippy toes. This is what I do after a long day of my very busy life, and I'm sure you have one too. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, stay up on 1. What's the key to joint juice? Get every part of your body efficiently, intelligently, quickly, not rushing, but be quick. Drop your heels, knuckles on your head, side bend left. I'm already feeling better. I feel like $100, and by the end of joint juice, I'll feel like $1,000,000. Inhale up, to the right. Boy, was I strident and emphasizing on Monday as I was recording a preposterous video. Good. Inhale up, you guys. Feet out wide, arms up, arms out. Arms up your back, behind your neck. Why am I so emphatic about joint juice? It's what I'm still doing 50 years into my yoga practice. After 50 years of yoga, I don't do yoga 4.5 hours a day anymore. I do it just enough so that I can enjoy all these other incredibly precious moments of my life. Poof. The older you get, the more you've refined and clarified what you love in life, and there's not so much sense in wasting time anymore. Poof. When you're younger, waste all the time you want. It helps you to figure stuff out, make big whopping mistakes. Heels in, toes out, head and butt down on the floor. But you say, I can't get my butt down. That's okay. Just get down here. Neither can I. Inhale, look forward, big smile. Exhale, head down, arms over, butt down. Come on up. Toes in, heels out. Release your arms, lace your hands up here. Joint juice in 10 minutes. What a radical notion. Side bend left. Say something happy like ooh. Inhale. Exhale, say something happy like ah. Good job. And come on up and release. I like where this is going. Left foot forward, right toenails. Swirl your heel around. I am on a mission from God to teach the world joint juice. I'm like Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music to teach all the little kids music, except that's not what I teach. Other way, 1. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. Sink into your feet. Can you say that backwards? Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. That's what I'm learning in Music Theory 2 class. I went in for a private meeting with my teacher to do a milestone, and I ate crap. But he was nice, and he said, give it another go. Come up and out. Right foot forward, left toenails. I think we should always be learning something new. I think tackling things that are very challenging and awkward and alien later in life is spectacular for your brain and horrible for your ego. Other way, 1, 2, 3. We don't need so much ego. Ego is an acronym. It stands for edging God out. 7, 8. Sink into your feet. You don't even have to think when you're doing joint juice. You can be mindless. You can be empty-headed. A lot of people say that about me. I consider it a compliment. Come up and out. Oh, my feet feel better. Drop your chin. Take your head around. I got a haircut and I shaved today. My head is weighing so much less. Plus all the space for where my brain used to be. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 1, 2, 3. Do you see how we're cleverly going through all the major junctures of our body? If we just did 1, it would be okay, but man, you do them in this sequence, you are golden. Good, now after 8, relax your head down, 10 seconds. Close your eyes. I call it falling asleep on BART. BART is Bay Area Rapid Transit. And a lot of us used to have to ride it to go to work at 4:30 in the morning, and we would learn to fall asleep on our feet because there was no place to sit. Okay, face, back, and shoulders. 1. This is just a little baby abbreviated joint juice tonight. And still, you're going to accrue 103% of the benefits. 7, 8, other way. Plus, I'm not yelling at you. Monday, I was just like Mr. Drill Sergeant. Maybe God was humoring me by deleting my video. 6. Does God ever humor you? I think God has a spectacular sense of humor sometimes. 1, 2, what is this? Lace your hands in front of you and go like this. Other than that, don't ask questions. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shake it out, shake it off, shake it up. You got to move, man. If you don't move, things stagnate, and stagnation is death. The water gets stinky. There's mosquitoes. You got to let the tide come in. Hello, tide coming in. Goodbye, tide going out. Inhale, feet together. Good. This time, I'm going to push the earth down, sky up. Nice little side bend left. Inhale. Now, Yoga Magazine would tell you need to do a lot more. You got to buy a really expensive outfit, get the eyelashes and the makeup, and put your feet behind your head. I'm all for that, just not right now. Inhale up. Exhale. Hands on our hips. Now, I noticed the moon is almost full. I think it's probably 95%. I think it's virtually full tomorrow. It's one of those times where it's full for 2 consecutive days. So right now my hips are full of joy as I'm circumnavigating my moonlight globes. Other way, this makes you a lunatic. Lunar, luna. The word lunatic came from the ancient thought that staring at the moon drove people crazy. Of course it does. 7 and 8. A fun part of joint juice is you can chant Om really loud. It's so fun. Just exhale out. Now arms up your back. Big inhale. Can you pray during joint juice? Absolutely. Close your eyes, hands at your heart. Be a calm and peaceful soul. Good, you guys. Feet together, hands above your knees. 1, 2, 3. How much does this really need to be explained? Keep your feet flat, make your knees go in a circle. If you're really bendy, make really big ones. If you're stiff, make really teeny ones. Get better every day. 1, 2. Everything we really needed to learn, we learned in kindergarten. Unless we didn't, then you struggle the rest of your life. 7, 8, come on up. Very good. Release out. I'm a huge fan of side bending. Left arm in front of your right, palms in, clapping for coordination, strength, and speed. Bring hands here. Wear a party hat because it's almost party season. Up on your tippy toes. Halloween parties, Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas, you know, all of it. Kwanzaa, all the events. Way up on our tippies. Close your eyes, balance on your tippy toes. Drop your heels, and concluding side bend just for tonight. I'm a huge fan of side bending, more so than back bending. I think it's safer, healthier, better benefits. Inhale. Back bending is really not for that many people that much of the time. Inhale, come on up. Now arms down. Now I want you to widen your feet out, bend your knees. Grab some yoga blocks and just hang forward for 20 seconds. Pedal your heels left and right. This is forward folding for mortals. This is yoga for everybody. Pedaling your heels will create some circulation, move some lymph, some blood. Now, lift both heels, bend both knees, look forward, long spine. Exhale in. Get all the air out. 1, go a little deeper. 2, actually feel something. 3, good. Come on up. That's what I call my beginner joint juice forward fold that works for 99% of the people 100% of the time. Exhale out. Bring your feet back together, please. Right arm in front of your left. Turn your palms in. Clap for break up congestion, stiffness in the wrists and the hands. Bring hands here, fingers forward, party hats. All these poses have energetic, hieroglyphic qualities up on your tippy toes. Well, what do you mean? Well, this pose directs, it arcs energy down into your crown chakra. Well, I'm not sure if I believe that. I don't care if you believe it. Just do it and see what your experience is. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Close your eyes, balance on your tippy toes. Reality is what there is when you're done believing stuff. Drop your heels, lean to the right. Up you go. Lean left. Good, now arms up. I'm going to keep my feet together. I'm going to bring my arms down. I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to put my hands on my block. I'm going to drop my head. I'm going to lift my heels, bend my knees, look forward. This is very accessible. I'm going to exhale. I'm going to get all the air out, and then I'm not going to breathe for 3 seconds as I explore the sensation of doing a forward fold. You can only learn it by experience. Good, now come on up and we'll do a final Om, and man, that will be joint juice, and I will have radically proven my point. Inhale. Om. 20 seconds standing meditation. Okay, now have a seat. Now, have I made my point or what? We started probably about 6:12. It's 6:26. 12 math skills. Here we go. That's 14 minutes, kids. You just went through every joint of your body. You can feel great about the yoga that you've done. And now we're just going to do some beautiful yin yoga. It is the perfect precursor, if I do say so myself. So what do you guys think about sitting with your legs crossed? Some people find it very easy. If your knees are way up and you're leaning back, I have a blanket behind me because I'm a yoga teacher. I'm going to sit up on a blanket. It does a couple of things. It raises my elevation. The air is thinner up here, so it's cool and minty. And it helps me to lean forward without straining or struggling with my lower back. Now I can just keep going down till I flatten on the floor, but it's not about the quantity of the movement tonight. It's about the quality, the calm and peace and breath that you bring to the experience. Relax your head, maybe move your hair around a little bit. Yin yoga is the quieter flip side of yang, active yoga. If you're older than 40, you know in life you can't yang it all the time. You cannot just do 110% all the time, even though that's what your boss wants. Good. Now from your fingertips, if it makes sense, long spine, inhale, look forward. Exhale. Tonight my elbows beckon, and I'm just going to relax on my elbows. If your elbows are way too far away from the floor, that's why you get a set of these cool yoga blocks and put your elbows on the blocks. Relax your head. And now I want you to stop thinking. Everybody's got a superpower. Mine is I can help people stop thinking. Good, my friends. Now, please come on up. You see what yin is? We're not bouncing all over the place. We're quieting it a bit, spending some time, stretching my leggies out. A couple of scars on myself from where I fell the other day. So occasionally in life, you will trip and fall, and I did the other day, nasty one, and nothing broke, sore, but I'll tell you, man, keep this yoga up and you'll be able to move with balance and grace. You'll be riding your bike past the senior living center, and I'm not discounting or dismissing what happens when we age. I'm just saying we are designed to be healthy, happy, and strong until we're done with these bodies. And there's too much agreement that old age equals a diminution or diminishment of health and life. That is not true. I am more alive now than I've ever been. Many of my yoga students say the same thing. Hands down on the floor, feet in, bottoms up. This is a famous movement. I made this up. One time I was a roommate, and they didn't have a table, so I was the table. Come on down. Now here's a very, very important stretch. Most people don't do this ever again after about 11 years old. Feet together. I'm just doing a little Traeger massage on my legs, if you're familiar with that kind of massage. This is what I did for a long time before I could straighten my left, straighten my right, push both my knees down, and lean forward. That took a couple minutes. Nothing of value happens instantaneously. That's just a sugar high. We know that. Okay, now from a pose that's very easy. My body is really shaped like this. This is weird for me. Take my right knee over, take my left ankle out. Now for a lot of people, you see little kids sit like this all the time. One knee over, ankles crossed, playing their games, being really happy. But for us, a lot of us guys, frankly, our hips are just not, they're just tight. Sitting like this is lifting your arms up off the floor, stretching your arms up, turning to the right. Now, admittedly, this is a challenge for me. I got bendy friends who can turn way to the right. And if you can't even lift up your arms, you're one of the friends of this class. Now, relax your arms down. Now, here's an adjunct that's also very challenging. My arms are behind me. For me to lean back on my hands is a wonderful stretch, ankles, knees, front of my body. Many of my bendy friends, and I do believe it's much more of a feminine characteristic, to be able to lay on your back or your elbows. But for me, this is fine. Great ankle stretch, hip flexor, quadricep. Again, a sequence of movements, a vinyasa designed to break open the congestion of your mind, body, and soul. Good. Now from here, we come back to where we started. Then hands or fists behind me and lift up. Man, I would lift up way higher if I could, but this is great for me. My higher power and angels, they cheer for me when I just do the best I can. Come on down. Good. I'll tell you what, kids, that may seem simple. It is not. To be able to move your body like that, most people cannot. Of course, our society is habituated and looks at the circus performers and the contortionists because we love what they look like. We love what they can do. But don't let what they can do scare us away from what we can do. Okay, this side's even a little more challenging for me. In fact, I have a book called 100 Ways to Yoga Cheat. So I put a blanket underneath my right bun. I fold my left knee over and I make my ankle into a twisty tie. And then both arms up. Now I know for some of you it's like, is this yoga? Yeah, but now you can turn really far to the left. You may note that your left bum is up above the floor. That needs to go down over time. Close your eyes, breathe with me. I like the idea of breathing together with a network of people around the world committed to peace and well-being and healing, liking and subscribing. Twisting is so good, it gets the junk and the ick and the crap out, so to speak. Good, now relax your arms down. You may find it very challenging just to get your arms behind you. That's a great milestone. It goes it goes hands, elbows, shoulders, back. And all you have to do is be in the game. Don't go so far that you can't breathe. Don't go so far that you don't feel anything. In the owner's manual of being a human being, there is such a book. It's just, I think it's out of print. All these poses are printed and people could look and do them, except the book is out of print. Now from here, help yourself up. Now I just got my hands behind me, and this is a twist that I made up, variation, Ardha Ustrasana. Lift your hips hella high. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. It's okay to feel something in yoga. And come on down. We only learn through experience, right? Unfold it. Now we're back to our legs crossed, aren't we? Well, I'm looking at my legs and I'm thinking, thoughtful emoji. I could switch my legs the other way. What a novel idea. Some people have never done that for like a long time. My legs are crossed the other way. One more seated forward fold. If you're a bendy clamshell person and come all the way down, we will send you a smiley face emoji. I'm keeping my buns down. I am not cramming my head. I'm folding at my hips. My shoulders are relaxing, elbows release. Chin drops, mind melts, hair shorter. Stop thinking. Good, my friends, and come on up. Good job. See how accessible this yoga is? I'm so happy this is spreading around the world because can we just talk? The world needs some help right now. We're just going to have to learn to relax, get along, breathe. These are tense times. Now, that's just a blanket that's in a moment, we're going to lay on our back. But I think most of my friends, I think you probably have blankets or pillows at home. So I'm just taking a yoga blanket, and a yoga blanket is the same as a regular blanket, except it costs 3 times more money. Now, why did I do that? I think that's a valid question. I'm just going to lay on my back. Most of us love this little blanket right at the base of our neck. Our right knee comes in. Now, if you cannot lace up over your right knee, there is still hope for you. Lace over your thigh. Gently let your leg out. For those of you who can lace over your right knee, do that now. And now I am consciously, deliberately extending my left heel forward. My head is releasing back. I'm getting spinal decompression. I'm obviously releasing my right hip. Now, sometimes I like to take my right knee around in a circle, and that opens up my acetabulum, which is the name of your hip joint. Oh, yeah. And then I'll go the other way because I thought of actually going the other way. Some people just always go the one way. Good. Now, this is good yoga. If you have a little more in the tank, lift up your head, neck, and shoulders. I'm just contracting, and I'm going to bring my right elbow over my right knee. On a good day when I'm bendy, this is stronger. I lift up, my left elbow goes over my right knee. Now my spine is in a twist. It makes it shorter. It makes it more challenging to relax my head down. So on the sensation scale, 11 being the emergency room, 0 being just watching, eating popcorn, this is like a 6 or a 7. I could release and just bring my right elbow over, then I could turn my face back up. But whatever you're doing, do that and just stay here with me for 30 seconds. Yin means taking some time. Now, I don't want to be lazy and let my left leg come in. No, I am extending my left leg out. This pose could be done standing on your left foot. You'd have to have a firm, stable left leg. Great lower back release, hip release, just a host of good things happening here. Good, really big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good, now my left knee is going to come in, going to extend my right leg out. I'm going to lace over my left knee now. Remember, if your knee is too far away, lace over your hamstring instead. Otherwise, just lace. Now for super bonus points, the gold star that you craved when you were a kid, take your knee around in a circle. God, the things I did for gold stars. Don't give me that stinky silver star. Other way with your knee. Good, now some of you who are more flexible and want to build more, you will lift up your head, neck, and shoulders, and you will science experiment by taking your left elbow over your left knee. Maybe that's very easy. You could lift up more. You could hook your right elbow around your left knee. This will bring your spine into a twist. I can't really relax my head down as much as I want. I'm going to compromise middle ground, left elbow, left knee, rest my head down, drop my chin, extend my right heel out, breathe from my belly button, and foster and cultivate a calm, peaceful soul. And then in 30 or 40 seconds, we start to go into deeper aspects, deeper strata of our body. This is the blessing, the miracle of yin yoga. Oh, I can feel my lower back releasing. Been a very busy day. I've been everywhere. North Pole, Indonesia, across the equator a couple of times. I've been busy. Good, big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Now, all I'm going to do, I'm just grabbing both my knees. If you can't do this, keep coming back to my class. I still have the blanket behind my head. Maybe your knees only come to here. If they come in further and you can lift up your head and get your elbows inside your knees and grab your big toes, then this is just a deeper version of grabbing your knees. I call it happy baby. Now I'm really liking the blanket underneath my neck. My buns are absolutely glowing with happy, stretchy feel-goodness. My knees are headed down toward the floor. My acetabulums are dropping, shoulders releasing. I'm going to swallow once and make sure my neck is happy, joyous, and free. Now, go ahead and make fun of how simple this pose is, but I'm telling you, you do this for a minute, your undercarriage is going to be radiating with lava-like intensity. Big inhale. Good, now on exhale, I am going to take my legs up to the ceiling. Viparita Karani, legs up. Some people like the blanket underneath their head. Some people don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. If you cannot hold your legs up for a minute, if your legs start to shake and it feels like too much, please keep coming back. Give yourself a chance to restore your health. Inversions are essential for circulation, reversing the typical course of events, seeing life from a different angle. It's a very simple inversion. Yogis do very complicated ones. Handstands, shoulder stands, headstands. That's wonderful stuff if that's your karma. Okay, now this might be the one you like the least. Legs out to the side. Just long enough for ankles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze your knees in together. Bend your knees. Put your feet on the floor. Now, you can roll to one side or the other to come up, or you can just sit up because you're young and super frisky. Which group are you in? Well, I'm in the young and super frisky group. Well, good. It's nice to have you youngins on board. In my opinion, I feel younger than I used to. Now, we have to talk about yoga blocks. I've got a psychological block and an emotional block. Get some foam yoga blocks. Go on Amazon right after class, right after you like and subscribe again. Vote early and often. Get the 5-inch by 7-inch by 14-inch blue yoga blocks. They'll deliver them tomorrow at your house between 3 and 7 p.m. Why do you need these? Well, you could get some pillows or some blankets, but why not just get some yoga blocks? There's my head block, psychological block. There's my heart block. We're going to pry our minds and our hearts open because we're stuck and stagnant. Well, so to speak. But all I'm going to do, bra strap, uh, oh, and my head. Now, of course, it would be stronger if I turned the head block down one, but this is 6 or 7 on the sensation scale. It's not so much that I'm screaming or calling 911, but I can lay over this and I can cool my jets. I can chill my puppies. I can breathe my breathes. If you're bendier than me, you can take your arms back behind your piano. And we're going to do this for 2 minutes. If you don't have yoga blocks, just use rocks tonight, but get some from rocks to blocks. Then it's all about making the breath a little deeper, a little smoother, and more down toward your belly button. This is diaphragmatic breathing. It will change your nervous system. It will change your life. What about your legs? Crossed, feet together, legs out. 3 exciting options tonight.
I'm not quite sure how to work with that.
Now we're in the borderline between yin yoga and restorative yoga. Yoga postures built in particular shapes that, in effect, break open and release far deeper congestion, stiffness, anxiety, and stress that has accumulated in our body. And now we get to enjoy this quietly for at least 2 more minutes. Boy, I can really feel my thoracic spine, the spine that associates with my heart and lungs, very tight, stiff part of our spine. It's where our rib cage connects in the front and the back. It's designed to be a cage, literally. It's designed to be a tight, firm structure, but not too tight. Stay with me. Don't go nowhere. Now remember the primary thought, stop thinking. I will help you slow down and then stop thinking. Good job, you guys. Diligence. Fingertips back of your head. Lift your noggin first. Elbows down on the floor. Bring your elbows in. Press straight up and out. And you will be in a new state of consciousness. Oh man, that opens my heart. I just want to run out and start hugging everybody. I did that once and they let me out after about 6 months. So now we're seated again, and now we're in our Om stretch, roughly 5 minutes of finishing movements designed to facilitate peace, love, and happiness. Watch this. Left leg out. I know you can do that. Put your right ankle over. If your left shin will not fold under, just put your right ankle underneath your knee. Otherwise, it goes on top. Who loves you, baby? Arms out and do some Sheryl Crows with me. I just like getting together with the other primates and moving a little bit. I take things generally way too seriously. I take myself too seriously. God is bringing me back bit by bit. Now, palms open, right arm under, hug yourself. You might be a very tight person. This is all you can do. Hug more if you can. After a while, your arms will do this weird praying mantis thing, up and down with your elbows. Yesterday was a whopping big migraine headache and my neck, back, and shoulders spasm. And so the next day I break it all open and I get a bunch of new insight, love, and light. I've decided to stop resisting and hating my migraines. Instead, I thank God because there's some kind of blessing that I don't understand yet. Now, turn chest, elbows, face all the way to the right. Now turn your face all the way to the left. This, my friends, is a yoga pose. Good. Now bring it back to the center. Slide your hands naturally to your elbows. Bring your frame up and reframe. Oh boy, it felt good to get a haircut today and shave the werewolf off. Good. Now I'm going to bring my hands down. I'm going to take my opposable thumbs, and I have access to both of my feet. I'm going to massage the middle, center, bottom of my feet. If you can't reach there yet, well, good. You're going to have to keep working at it. I went in to see my music theory teacher today at college. I sat down in front and I said, I'm going to give this thing a try. And he goes, oh, good. And I tried and I tried and I failed and I failed. And I said, well, does this qualify? And he goes, no, it doesn't. Go work on it some more. And I said, yes, sir. Okay, chant Om with me. Now, should he have left me off the hook just because I'm an older student and I tried really hard? Of course not. That's not what a good teacher does. They hold us to a standard. Okay, right leg out. Now, this goes there. When you start to fold your right shin in, if your underpants start to stick out and you're going to die, instead, put your left ankle under. After a while, like my music teacher, you'll be able to do something that you couldn't do before. That's a very gratifying and satisfying thing. Whether you're 6 or 67, arms out, palms open, couple Sheryl Crows. Good, palms open, left arm under. You can't get your arms to fold up like a praying mantis yet, unless you can. Maybe you had a migraine today, so you're going to move your elbows around. Today's the day I go to visit my brilliant music teacher, and he had a migraine, poor guy, and so we rescheduled. Migraines are for really smart, intelligent, good-looking, humble people. Ah, good. Now, turn everything to the left as far as you can. Elbows too. Face. Now just your face to the right. Tilt your head to the right and be a beautiful person. Somebody's got to do it. Good. Now bring it back to the center. Hands slide cleverly, other elbow. Bring them up. And I cannot imagine what it would be like to wear a bra all day long, although I was a woman in many previous lifetimes. But still, man, loosen up. Oh, man. Good. Now bring these down. Opposable thumbs that drive dolphins jealous. Middle, center, bottom of your feet. Massage in there to clear up anger, resentment, betrayal, and bitterness. That's all. Good. Now push. Push it real good. Hold steady pressure. Inhale with me. Prayer hands, also known as Anjali Mudra, radiate concentric circles of peace, love, and tolerance all the way around the world. Can a group of people praying in a smallish group change the world? Absolutely. Okay. Now, live streaming, 7 p.m. PST. This is when one of two things happens. Everybody in the world does Shavasana except for my friend Helga. She has special dispensation. She's allowed to leave class. Bye, Helga. Guten Nacht. Love you. Everybody else, lie on your back for 5 minutes and do absolutely nothing. If you think you don't need to do it, you're wrong. You need to lay on your back and catalyze, assimilate, synthesize all this good stuff. Good. Don't forget to wiggle your legs, unlax your butt cheeks, swallow once, relax your face cheeks, close your eyes, drift in. Oh. This part where I just sit here on YouTube and don't do anything, this is the best thing on YouTube. A person being still and quiet with his friends. Okay, begin to come back to your breathing. Stay nice and relaxed. Relax more. Relax more than you ever have in your whole life. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Circulate super orgasmic feel good through your body. Organic feel good. Good. Curl onto your right side, my brilliant friends. You are laying on your side in fetal position with hundreds of people around the world gathered with like minds for peace, compassion, and understanding. Good. Now, please keep your eyes closed when you sit up. It helps keep the presence on the inside. Don't let it out just yet. I find I can sit up more efficiently and find my center with my eyes closed. Hands to our beautiful heart. I'm very much convinced that if you go deep inside of you and I go deep inside of me, we paradoxically, brilliantly, gloriously, breathtakingly, jubilantly come to the same place together. All together we say, Namaste. Okay, you YouTubers, thank you for spreading this around the planet. And now there's hundreds of us doing it. I am somewhat obsessive compulsive, somewhat. If you look up obsessive compulsive in Google, a picture of me comes up. I would like to have 1 million subscribers. I would like to spread love and peace and joy as best as I can. Please help me, would you? Could you do me a huge favor? Don't be a not a subscriber. Be a subscriber, a commenter, and a liker. I truly appreciate it. And you're doing a good thing for the world, and the world really needs yoga right now. Thank you. We'll see you guys later.